Hey y'all, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Amber. On my channel, we primarily talk about handbags and accessories, but also cover a wide range of other items to let you know if the quality matches up to the price tag or not. So if any of that sounds good to you, then stick around and let's hang out. Today's video is a, say it with me now, Temu haul. This is primarily handbags. I have one clothing item, 3 jewelry items, one random thing, and then I think I have like 8 or 10 bags to share with you guys. And the bags are so incredibly good this time, you guys. Seriously, like so good. I have no idea what has already been discontinued and what hasn't. I'm just going to show you these bags as I get to them. And if they've already been discontinued, then I'm just going to put a frowny face right over there. If I'm able to find an alternative that looks similar and I believe to be of similar quality, then I will insert that and link it in the description box. Otherwise, it's just going to be a frowny face. As usual, I will put my discount code up on the screen for you. If you are a new customer to Temu, you can save 30% off of your first order with this discount code right here. And then all of the items that are still available will be linked in the description box according to their number up on screen. So let's get started. Okay, first up is a random little item that is in here. So when I saw this listed on there, I just had to grab it. And I thought it said it was a car air freshener, but I know this has already been discontinued because I already tried to order a bunch more for other people, but it's already been discontinued, unfortunately. And I thought it was a car air freshener, but I'm not sure about that now. It definitely does clip onto the vent in your car, but I can't really smell anything off of it, so I don't know. But it is this little Birkin thing here. It's like a ceramic almost, like it's hard. And it's got the little clip on the back for you to insert it onto your vent in your car. And it's got the little rodeo horse on there and all of that. I just thought it was super cute. And like I said, I thought it was an air freshener, so I thought it might make my vehicle smell really nice. But I don't smell anything on it, so maybe it's just decorative. But that's the first item that I picked up. The next item I grabbed was a t-shirt because as soon as I saw it, it just made me laugh and I had to get it. And if you're familiar with the Bath & Body Works logo, then you will be very familiar with this Back and Body Hurts t-shirt. I just thought it was hilarious, so I had to get it. This one is extremely soft. Like, this one's almost softer than any of the other ones that I have picked up. It says 100% polyester, but I don't know. It's super soft. I'm going to wash it and we'll see how it goes. We'll do red X green check mark if after I wash it it's still really soft and looks good. Green check mark if it looks like garbage afterward. Red X. Okay, these next 3 items are all jewelry items, so I'm going to show you these. So this first one that I picked up is a necklace, and this reminds me of the little, I think it's either Givenchy or Versace. It's one of their logos or a design that they tend to use a lot. I'll try to insert a photo of what I'm talking about after the Temu listing, if this is still available, of course. But this is what it looks like, and it's just that design all the way up. And then you do have some extra length there to adjust it. And I just thought it was a really cute, chunky gold chain. So that was the necklace that I picked up. And then I picked up 2 pair of earrings. So this first pair is in rose gold, and these remind me of a dupe for Louis Vuitton earrings. Again, I don't know if these are still available. If they are, I'll put the Temu listing in really quickly. If they're not, I apologize, but I will try to show you the earrings that I'm talking. Actually, no, I'm not, because we know what Louis Vuitton looks like, right? And this looks like their little, in the monogram design, the little floret type design, the little, you know what I mean. Looks like the Louis Vuitton thing. And I picked them up in rose gold. So that was the first pair of earrings. And then the second pair of earrings that I picked up remind me of Vivian Westwood. So she very sadly recently passed away. But if you're familiar with her and her brand, this little planet was a symbol that she used a lot with her brand. So I don't know if these are still available or not, but if they are, I'll show you the Temu listing. And then I'll also show you some Vivian Westwood items with this same design on them. But I thought these were incredibly cute, and they really reminded me of her, so I had to grab those as well. And that's the last jewelry item that I picked up. Okay, the next item that I picked up was actually like a little coin pouch, and I almost forgot about it. But this is supposed to be real leather, and I'm pretty sure these are still available. But I picked it up because in the photos on the Temu listing, This looked like it had some decent depth to it, that it was a little bit wider at the bottom, and that's fairly rare for a coin purse anymore. They want to make them all really, really flat. So this one was supposed to be real leather. I think I already said that. But it's got these little darts kind of sewn into it at the bottom so that it can expand down there. And then it should be almost like a little triangle shape when it's full. So I didn't get it so much to use for coins. I got it more so to use for like a small catch-all in some of my smaller bags. But I picked it up in the burgundy color, and it has a little keychain that hangs off of one end, but it'll also tuck in there. And then it has one card slot in there if you want to put cards in it. So this leather, whether it's real or faux or what, it's very, very soft. It is grained. I quite like it. So that was the next item I picked up. Okay, now let's get into the handbags. I think that I have 9 to share with y'all. And again, I'm really not sure what's still available and what's already been discontinued before I even make this video. But if it's not available, frowny face. So, first one up is in this little dust bag. They all came wrapped in their little plastic bags, but no need in showing you that, making all that noise. So this is the first little bag that I picked up. So if it's still available, I'll show you the Temu listing. If it's not still available, then I will show you what this bag is inspired from or duping. So this is a little dupe for the Gucci Horsebit line. And this has been hugely popular recently. I'm not sure if they actually make it in this little baguette style or not. I know they have it in several crossbody styles, but I don't know if they have it in this more elongated style or if they're more squared off like this size. But either way, as soon as I saw this, I knew what it was a dupe for and I had to grab it. So it is a mag snap, and that works totally fine, really, really well. No pockets on the outside anywhere. And then you do have a decent little depth on it. Your hardware is gold, and this is not crooked. It can just move around in these little settings on the front. So sometimes it just wiggles out of balance. But your hardware feels pretty good on the outside. This feels good quality. And there was a tag inside of it that says this. I don't particularly know what that is, but okay, that was in there. And then on the inside, the way they've done this, you have like a skinny little pocket right here. And then another skinny little pocket right here. And that pocket is just the result of the main area and this little front pocket being sewn together. And then it created this little pocket in between them, if that makes sense. And then the main area of the bag, I don't think you have any pockets, but I want to make sure so I'm not lying. Yeah, there are no pockets on the main area of the bag, but as a lot of these style bags do, you have that additional zipper there if you want to use it. I personally think it's pointless. I don't use those. I just use the mag snap. But that is the inside of the bag. And this one is fairly structured, so it's fairly firm. It's not, you know, hard. I can bend and move it some, but it is fairly structured. Now, this is the one part of the bag that I don't like, and it's the strap that came with it. And it's not because it came with a guitar style strap, it's just because I don't like what it says. It doesn't even say fashion and classic, it says fashion and elastic. And I'm sorry, but these straps are atrocious. I don't like the bags that they sell in there that say fashion and bags. I don't like the straps that say this stuff, fashion and whatever, because it's just an indicator of super, super cheap. So my personal opinion, use your own black strap with gold hardware and it would look much better. Or a gold chain to put on this would look fabulous. But just for the hell of it, to show you, in case you're curious, I will show you how long this goes and if it will go crossbody on me or not. So the hardware on this one is fine. It's actually not bad. Got a good spring. It is a swivel clip. It's not super heavy weight, but it feels pretty good actually. And I don't think this is really going to go crossbody on me. So that is fully extended. It is a slide adjustment. I could make this work crossbody if I absolutely had to, but it is way shorter than my preference. So overall, the bag itself I think is absolutely fantastic. Great quality. The stitching looks really good. It's structured. It's simple. It's really, really, really good. hate the strap. The strap is not bad quality. I just don't like this garbage that they wrote all over it. So that's the first one. Okay, so I just showed you that little Gucci dupe and told you I hated the strap because of the writing on it. Now you're probably going to be like, Amber, you're crazy as hell when I show you this next one, because I actually really like it. The next bag comes in its little dust bag as per usual. And this is a reincarnation of a bag style I have shown y'all over and over and over, and you're probably sick to death of it. But when I saw a new version of it, I had to get it because this is one that I can't stop buying. So this is another version of the Balenciaga city bag. This one is not identical. This one is much more inspired. I believe they did have some versions of the city bag that had this graffiti look to them, but I don't know if they said this exact thing or not. If this one is still available, again, you will be seeing the Temu listing. If it's not, I'm sorry. I will try to find some photos of the city bags that they did that had this graffiti look. But this one in particular does not have the two kind of wings that come out on each side with the zipper. You have it on one end, but not both. So I just tucked the one inside the bag. And then if you can see there, your straps have this blue contrast trim on them. And it did get smushed in shipping, of course, because these were all in a poly mailer bag, and we know how I feel about those. This front pocket will unzip, but it's not an actual front pocket. It's kind of just for the look of it, for the aesthetic. And then this one says stuff all over it, but it's kind of written weird. So, like on the front, it says, loves like sweet Necticin medicine. I'm not sure, but it's right up here. I don't know. And then this one says, nothing is something. I don't know. And then this big green one, I'm not even going to try for that one. And then this one down here, I think it's supposed to say, a dream you have will come true. I really don't know. And then there's the big kind of like graffiti writing all over the back. And this one is like a very shiny faux leather. And then on the inside, well, actually, you get a strap first. There's that one little tail piece that I just tucked in because if it doesn't have both, I don't want one just sticking out. But this strap is actually quite thick and chunky and robust, and the hardware on it is quite thick and chunky and robust, and it's got a good spring, and it is a swivel, and the adjustment on this one is a slide adjuster, which y'all know is my absolute favorite. And then on the inside of this bag, you get a slip pocket on the front, and then you get a zipper pocket there on the back. And this also comes with a mirror, which I'm going to cover so I don't blind y'all. You can tie that on if you so desire, and then it just has a bunch of room in there. And then the strap, let's see, I'll extend it all the way out and we'll see if it'll go crossbody. This is probably the thickest, chunkiest, robust strap that I have received on any of the Temu bags that I have picked up. Even the real leather ones, the strap wasn't this kind of thick and chunky. So I do actually like that. Okay, I finally got it adjusted out. So then you have these big O-rings on the side to connect your strap to. And then at its longest, this is where it falls on me. So I could definitely make that work crossbody. I would still prefer it to be just a little bit lower, but this is totally fine. I could make this work, no problem. So I just thought this bag was super fun and funky and different. And I liked the graffiti looking writing all over it and the contrast on the handles. I just thought this one was super cool. The quality on this one overall, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, is not as good as the other smaller faux leather city bag dupes that I picked up, but the quality is fine. There are a couple of stray threads here and there, but I mean, overall, I would buy this again for sure. So this was the next bag, and I really like this one. Okay, this next bag is so good, you guys. It does have a couple of little, we'll call them quirks about it, but I absolutely love the bag. And it is this super cute little Valentino rock stud dupe. Was this one the rock stud or the Roman stud? The rock stud has the smaller little stud bits on it, and then the Roman stud has the bigger ones. So I will, if this is still available, show you the Temu listing, of course. If it is not, then I will just show you the Valentino bag that this is duping. Now, the couple of little issues that this one kind of has is that if you look really closely, you can see that a few of these studs are not completely straight. I do think with a little TLC, you could finagle them around and get them straight, But if you're just using this bag, especially for a special occasion or a date night or whatever, nobody's going to look close enough at your little studs to see if they're straight. You know what I mean? And overall, the quality on this is amazing. It has these little gemstones all over it that look almost like water droplets. They're in different sizes. And then you have the stud detailing all over it. The stitching and everything looks gorgeous on here. This is immaculate, other than a few of these little studs being turned just a little bit. You have a top handle here that of course will go over the crook of your arm, or you can hold it by hand. So this little bit right here is covered, and I'm not going to pull that off, but it is a turn lock. And then when you open it up, on the inside you have one large open pocket, which is my preference instead of the little dividers. You get a zipper on the back, and then you get a small slip pocket right there on the front. And just for size reference, there's my cell phone. So you can see you can get pretty much any size phone in here that you want. This is a smaller bag, but it'll definitely hold your essentials. You could get your phone, a small wallet or compact card holder, your sanitizer, your keys, you know, the essentials. This will hold the essentials. And then it comes with this gold chain. So let me get it out and I'll show this to you. So this is probably one of my favorite chain straps that I have ever seen. It looks more like jewelry. It looks jewelry grade, actually. It's gorgeous. And then your hardware on this one opens up like this. And it is on, oops, I pushed it over. And it is on a swivel, so it's not going to get tangled or anything. And then let's just see how it looks. So the majority of these chain straps do not go crossbody on me. I don't know if this one will or not, but as a long shoulder bag, this is how it looks. I think that's super cute. And then, oh, this one actually would go crossbody on me. I could make this work if I wanted to. Again, I would always prefer it to be a little bit longer, but this would definitely, I could definitely make this work. So if you're around my size or, you know, taller or what have you, then you could probably make this work as well. And one other thing that you could do with this strap if you wanted to, where you have such small hardware bits and your O-rings right here are quite large, you can feed this through and connect both sides of your strap on to the same side. And then what that allows you to do is to double the chain and make it more like a short shoulder bag, which I think for this, which is a dressier, more formal looking bag, I think that is beautiful. I think that looks absolutely fabulous. So you could just throw it behind you like that and just be off on your way. Or if you wanted to carry it top handle, you could just let that chain kind of dangle off the sides like a little decorative element. I just think this one is so good, you guys. Like, so daggone good. I think it is so pretty, so well constructed. Absolutely worth the price on this one. So good. Okay, this next one is super cute. I believe this was the only color this one was available in. But as soon as I saw this, I thought Coach Cassie. So I'll show you the Temu listing if this one is still available. If not, then I will just show you what the Coach Cassie looks like. But that quilting right there, 100%, that is the Coach Cassie. All you are missing is the little C around the turn lock here. But that is absolutely a Coach Cassie dupe if I've ever seen one. So on the back of this one, you do get a little slip pocket. And I believe this is more a dupe for the Coach Cassie, this 19, maybe? I'm not sure. This one's probably about 8.5 to 9-ish inches across, so maybe not the 19. But you have a slip pocket on the back, and it will fit my phone. I'm not sure how big of a phone it would fit, but if you can see right here in the corner, there is still space there, so you could get something a little larger in there. Again, I use a Samsung Galaxy S22, the regular size. And then if we open the little flap, open the little turn lock, on the inside here, we just have one zipper pocket in the back. And I do like that this, again, is just one open pocket, so The Cassie, I believe, has a little like flap right here with a little slip pocket in it. This one does not have that. It just gives you the overall look of a Coach Cassie. So I pulled the strap out, but I don't have high hopes for this. I'll just be honest with you. So yeah, crossbody on me. This is a boot bag. So this is not going to work on me, crossbody. But it would be a really cute little long shoulder bag. Or you do get the 4 grommets. So you can easily pull both of those chains up and just use that as a little shoulder bag. Which again, I think that's really cute. So you could totally dress this one up again if you wanted to. You could open this up and pull the strap. And you could tie it on the inside to make the strap shorter. And you could just use it like a little top handle bag. Or over the crook of your arm. If you wanted to use it for a more formal occasion, you could definitely do that. But when I was adjusting that, I noticed something. So they didn't finish this strap right here. If you can see, they just left the very end of it sticking straight out. You could take a little dot of hot glue and just glue it down. You could take a needle and thread and just stitch it there and finish it off. But just something I saw that I wanted to make you aware of. This one was, I don't remember how much this one was, but it wasn't too much. So I think this one is really cute. I think that if you really, really like the Coach Cassie, but you can't bring yourself to pay what they want for them, that this could be a really good option. But this is not the Cassie, is it? I've been calling this the Cassie the entire time, and this is a dupe for the Pillow Madison. That's what I was trying to think of. The Pillow Madison. This is a dupe for the Coach Pillow Madison. I think. I still could be telling you the wrong name of it, but hopefully you saw the correct name in the photo that I put up. But anyway, this is not the last bag. This is the next bag. Okay, these last 4 bags that I'm about to show y'all are some of my absolute favorites that I have ever picked up from Temu. Legitimately, these are amazing. Amazing. So, the first one is in its little dust bag here, and this one is kind of a substantial dust bag. It's not super flimsy and floppy. It's actually, for Temu standards, this is a nice dust bag. And here is what is inside. So again, if this one is still available for purchase, I will show you the Temu listing. If it is not, then I will show you what this is duping. And this is the Gucci Horsebit line. Again, this one is their top handle version. I think it's the Gucci Horsebit 1947 top handle bag. And this is gorgeous. I don't think this one was real leather. Maybe it was. No, I think this one was real leather. Anyway, let me kind of undress it a bit and I will show you the features of this one. I also love that they actually put a piece of styrofoam under this top handle to help it maintain its shape and not let it get completely squished. Alright, so here she is kind of undressed. I left this on the top just for now, but look at that stitching. They did the contrast stitching on this one, and it is gorgeous. It looks absolutely beautiful. So this little front bit right here got a little bit squished in shipping, and it's pushed over to the side just a little bit, but it's totally fine, no big deal. And then this is actually a mag snap. So you have a little lip right here you can grab onto, but you just pop that snap off and then push the flap up, and it opens up. And then inside you have 2 open pockets with a little divider in the middle, but the divider is just fabric and it will move, so you can still get bulkier items in there. It will just push your divider to one side or the other. You get a zipper pocket in the back, and then you have a slip pocket right there on the front. And to give you an idea on the size, here's my cell phone, so I can stand it up vertically in here and it fits fine. So I think if you just line your items up vertically, it would be the best way to make use of the space, but it'll also lay down no problem. So you can absolutely get your essentials plus a little bit more in this one. And then to close it, you just push it over and push that down in there, and the snap automatically catches it and it works fine. This is not coming out. So you also get an adjustable removable strap with this one, and it connects at the top right here on these little D-rings. They just pop up, and they did a really, really, really good job on this. So let me pull the strap out and we'll look at that really quickly. They did such a good job on this one, you guys. They even got the correct kind of Gucci hardware, and for this one, you squeeze it together and it opens like that. It is a swivel clip, This is a buckle adjustment, and these round looking buckles are exactly what Gucci uses. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different adjustments there. And of course you get the little keeper bit, and on the back of it there's even the little gold plate. This strap is so nice. It has a beautiful edge coating on it. They did a phenomenal job on that. The stitching looks fabulous. This one is so good, you guys. Like, I can't get over how good they did with this one. So your strap clips on there really easily. And I went ahead and adjusted it to the longest setting. So I could make this work crossbody if I had to, but of course I would prefer it just a little bit longer, because with a top handle bag, if it's a little shorter, the top handle can tend to kind of push into your ribs a little bit. But I could make that work in a pinch if I had to. And on its longest setting, there's where it falls on me as a long shoulder bag. So I could make that work as well. That's great. Let me shorten it and I'll show you what it looks like on the shortest length. Okay, so adjusted down to the shortest length, this is how it falls on me. It's just a little bit shorter, but I do like this. I think this is a great length for a long shoulder bag. I really like this. And this is probably how I will wear it, because I absolutely adore this one. I think this is gorgeous. It's also got the feet on the bottom. It's just so good. I hope this one is still available for you guys, because this one is phenomenal. Okay, the next two that I'm going to share with y'all are dupes of the exact same bag, but they're in very different colors and very different kind of overall styles. But they are both chef's kiss gorgeous. So the first one comes in this fancy schmancy dust bag with a tie and everything. This one is like an actual real cotton nice dust bag. And the bag inside of here is a Louis Vuitton Capucines dupe. And this is beautiful. Again, unfortunately, this was shipped in a poly mailer bag, so it did get kind of squished, and it's made this top handle go a little askew, and it's just kind of, you know, I don't know if you can see at the top there, but these rings just kind of got pushed a little bit. But with a little love, we can get those straightened out, no big deal. But look how pretty this is. This is in like a faux alligator, faux croc, but it is real leather, I believe. I'll go green check mark, red X on this one. If it is real leather, green check mark. If not, red X. But it's beautiful. And the only thing you're missing is the little L right here. But most people would just look at it and see the V, the overall look and shape of it, and be like, damn, that's a nice bag. So, just like the regular Capucines, you have this flap. And this flap is magnetic. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but... Did you hear it catch? Anywho, it is magnetic, and you just pull it straight up. Let me pull everything out and I'll show you the inside. So on the inside of this one, this is going to be a little bit hard to show you, because this strap, just like the real Capucines, does not move or lay down. It is a fixed strap. So right here on the front, you have this little kind of belted bit, and that's where your flap tucks into. And then you have the open space here, and then right in the center you have a little zipper pocket. If you can see that, this zipper is super buttery smooth. And then on the back here, if you can see, again, you have another zipper pocket with an incredibly smooth zipper. And this zipper pocket on the back comes down to about right here. And then directly below that zipper pocket, if you can see right here, you have like a little lobster clasp that you could clip your keys on or do whatever you want with it. And then you just have the open space on either side of your zip divider there. So just for reference, there's my phone standing up, and I could leave my phone standing vertically and still close that flap over it, no problem. But of course, you could also lay it down if you preferred, and it will go horizontally fine. So this is a gorgeous bag, without a doubt, but it is a style that you kind of have to finagle your items in and play Tetris a little bit. But the more that you put your items in here and work with this bag, the more that over time it will loosen and begin to expand for you, so it's easier to get your items in. So we also get the strap, and let me open this and we will look at it really quickly. Alright, so I went ahead and attached the strap, and it does connect right here in the corner and then right here in the back in the opposite corner. And I went ahead and adjusted it all the way out as long as it will go. Hardware on this one is nice. It's not super heavy, but it is not lightweight. It's got a nice size to it. It feels robust. The strap on this one is nice. It's not super wide, but it has a buckle adjustment with 4 different settings. They did a nice edge coating on this one as well. It feels really nice. So, fully extended out. Here is where it hits on me. Again, if I absolutely had to, I could make this go crossbody, but it's just a little bit shorter than I would prefer. But I love this as a long shoulder bag. I think it's elegant. I think it's pretty. It's just beautiful. It's just such a beautiful ladylike bag style. And you have 4 different strap adjustments. So if we went the shortest, it would probably sit up in here, which I would probably prefer even more so. But I think this bag is absolutely stunning. You get your 4 feet on the bottom. The quality on this is impeccable. It's just gorgeous. It is just an absolutely gorgeous bag. Okay, and then this next one is another Capucines dupe. And again, that fabulous dust bag that I'm just shocked to see from Temu. But let me pull it out and show you. So this next one is a little kind of ombre blue and white croc. And this one is smaller than the black one, actually. So if I show them to you side by side, you can see that this little blue one is actually quite a bit smaller than the black one. Again, we have a beautiful quality top handle. I forgot to show you on the black one, but both of these will go over the crook of the arm beautifully. Again, this blue one, just like the black one, has the magnetic flap. So you just kind of loosen it and pull it out. You have the removable adjustable strap with this one. And then on the inside, we have the same basic layout, except we don't have a zipper pocket in the middle. It's just a little divider. So you have that little belt down here that your flap tucks into. And then you have the little divider. And then on the back, you have that zipper pocket again with the little D-ring down here at the bottom. And to give you an idea on the size, again, there is my phone. I can easily close the flap still and it will stand up fine. And then even though this one is smaller, my phone will still fit down in there horizontally. So this one, the way that it's laid out and all of that, you would have to be a little more Tetris-y, I think, with your items to get your essentials in there, but I do think you could still do it. And then again, we have the little D-rings that are on opposite sides. So one right here, and then the other in the back right here. So let me take the strap out and we'll look at that really quickly. Alright, I went ahead and connected the strap and put it on its longest setting. This hardware, again, is beautiful quality. It is the swivel clip. It's nice and chunky. You have some sort of little branding on it. It's just beautiful quality. Now, I already tested this just because, and this is not a crossbody bag that I would wear, or I wouldn't wear it crossbody. But as a long shoulder bag, I think it's beautiful again. This one was a gold chain. If you had one to put on, it would be stunning. And I forgot to mention, the larger black one also came in a green, and this one also came in a pink version. So, just absolutely beautiful. The feet on the bottom again. These 2 Capucine dupes are some of the best that I have purchased from Temu. Like, hands down. They are stunning. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful quality. I have nothing bad to say about either of these. They are fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And then the last bag for this haul is in here. And you're going to hear me say the exact same things about this bag that I've been saying for the last few. That this is absolutely gorgeous. It is stunning. All the things. So let me pull it out and show you what is in here. All right. Do you see this? Do you see this incredibly gorgeous little Lady Dior dupe? The only thing that this is missing is the little charms that spell out Dior, and it would be perfect. So again, if this one is available, I will put the Temu listing up. I'm not 100% sure if it is or not. If it's not, I will show you the Dior bag that this is inspired from. But it's gorgeous. Look at this. So it has beading on it, and this background is like a velvet almost, or yeah, it's like a velvet. And then it has this beading on it that comes out to look like the canage quilting pattern, and it sparkles and it shines, and it is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So let me unwrap it a little bit and I will show you the details. Okay, I sort of unwrapped it, sort of didn't. But you have your handles up here that are in that same kind of velvety material. The stitching and all of the beading on this is just gorgeous. It's on the sides as well. You have feet on the bottom that they did cover and protect. And then the short handles on this are just like a real Lady Dior. They don't lay all the way down. They stop right on the sides. And your hardware right here has covering over it. But if you can see, these handles sit right at the top of this kind of large open looking rivet, just like the real Lady Dior sits. And then if we look at the inside, we have a flap closure, just like a real Lady Dior, but this one does have a mag snap on it to help it stay in there securely. You can hear that, I'm sure. The flap is in the velvet, and when you open it up, you actually have a really decent amount of space in there. I'm sure you can see right back here you have a zipper pocket, and then on the front side, if I can show you, you have a slip pocket down in there. And just for size reference, here's my phone. It will stand up vertically and I can close the flap over it, or it will lay down horizontally, no problem. So again, this is a smaller sized bag, but it will fit your essentials, no problem. And then it also comes with a longer removable adjustable strap. And I'll go ahead and tell you, as much as I think that bag itself is absolutely stunning, and I think they've done such a good job on it, I think they kind of cheapened out on the strap, if I'm just being honest with you. And I say that because they just used this velvet material. They gave you 2 layers of it, which is fine, that's great. But it just looks cheap. You have a nice clip on it, and it is a swivel clip and all of that, and it has a good spring, and it's a nice chunky kind of size. It's not super heavy, but it's got a little weight to it. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 6 adjustments with your strap, but it's just kind of like little rivet holes that they put in the material, and then that's how they finish the strap off. They literally just kind of cut it and put a little edge coating on the end. You do get a little keeper bit with it, which is a plus, but I just kind of think they cheapened out on the strap. Now, a nice, substantial silver chain strap with a faux leather gray break at the top would have been gorgeous with this bag. It would have made it look so elegant. But they didn't do that, so that's fine. I have plenty of silver chains that I could put with this anyway. So your strap just connects on to opposite little O-rings here, just like a regular Lady Dior. And I did go ahead and adjust this to the longest setting, and I can tell you this is not going crossbody on me. I mean, it will, but I would never wear it like this. Plus, I just don't think that this bag would be a crossbody bag anyway, as pretty as it is. So, adjust it all the way out. This is where it falls on me. And then I'll shorten it really quickly because there were several adjustments on this one. And I'll show you the shortest length. But, wholeheartedly, I will never use this strap with it. I just won't. I think the strap makes the bag it doesn't do the bag any favors. So I will either put a silver chain strap with it, or I will just not use a longer strap with it at all, and I will just hand carry it, because I personally think that's probably how it's going to look the best, is just as a super elegant little hand carry bag. But adjusted all the way to its shortest length, this is where it falls. And if that were a different strap, then this length would be fine. I think the length would be beautiful. So I'm not a fan of the strap, obviously. I think that just looks horribly tacky on this. But I think this bag itself is absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. Stunning, darling. So that is everything for this haul. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I hope that not too many of these were already discontinued. Oh, and quite a few of you have been asking me what I think about all the items being discontinued and whatnot on Temu. Of course, I've told you that I did reach out to my contact at Temu. I've actually reached out to 2 different people at Temu at this point, and I haven't received any answers. But a few of y'all have said, do you think it's because everybody is showing them on YouTube and they're getting in trouble for it and whatnot? And no, I don't think that's it at all, because literally a dupe is just a bag that's inspired or meant to give off the same look as the branded item. It doesn't claim to be the branded item. It doesn't label itself as the branded item. Of course, there were a few bags that came from Temu that were labeled as other brands that they probably weren't. But for the majority of these bags that we're showing y'all, these dupes, they're not branded. So there's literally nothing illegal about them. There's nothing wrong with them. And there's nothing that these big design houses can do about an inspired bag or a dupe. They just can't. And quite frankly, I don't think that they would give a damn about them anyway, because they already know that their customer base that's going to come after the real luxury bag couldn't care less about a dupe. They're not going to set out with the intention to buy a multiple $1,000 handbag and then be like, you know what, actually, I'm just going to go get that $20 dupe. You know what I mean? That just doesn't happen. So these dupes and whatnot, they don't bother them. They don't care about it. And another thing that I had mentioned to one of y'all when you had asked me this was that I don't think it has anything to do with us showing these items on YouTube. So when you get on Temu, if you put something in your cart, or even sometimes if you're just looking at the listing before you put it in your cart, occasionally you will see, well, not occasionally, quite often, you will see under the item, it'll say 50 left, 25 left, and it'll be like only 25 left in 40 other carts or what have you. So it's already showing you that there's a limited quantity of these items to begin with. And then by the time somebody purchases one, just take me for example, from the time that I pick a bag and purchase it, it's going to be roughly 2 weeks later before I can ever show it to you. And if the stock at the point when I purchased it was only showing 50 available, in that 2 week span before I get it, it could be sold out like that. You know what I mean? And there's literally nothing I can do about it. It was sold out and discontinued before I ever got my hands on it, or before Jenny over on her channel ever got her hands on it. So I just don't think it has anything to do with us showing them, other than we are kind of advertising them somewhat, so people are seeing them and potentially buying them quicker if they are still available, and then they're being sold out and discontinued. I kind of have another theory that potentially maybe they aren't making as many of any one particular item, and they're hoping to sell them out quicker. Because if you rewind back to my very first Temu video, I told y'all that you could go in and do a price adjustment. And in the beginning, like the first little bit that I was on Temu, I could literally get at least 2 to 3 price adjustments per day. No joke. It wasn't always a huge amount or anything like that, but I could get at least $2 to $3 a day back in price adjustments. And that built up pretty quickly to where I would have a decent little chunk of change sitting there that I could put with my next Temu order. Well, those price adjustments are just not there anymore. And I think part of that has to do with they're making smaller batches of the items, so they sell out quicker. And if the item is discontinued, then you can't get a price adjustment on it because the price never went down. It just sold out and then they discontinued it. So I think that could be one factor that they got tired of giving us so much money back. I've also noticed that Temu has really cut down on their coupon codes and things like that they're giving out. Back again at the beginning when I started, I could get a coupon code every single day, and that's not necessarily the case now. They're much fewer and further in between. So I think it's just overall a little bit of a restructuring within Temu and the sellers that sell on that platform. I do anticipate a lot of the dupes coming back. I could absolutely be wrong, but as I've mentioned to you guys again, they were making a killing off of those bags, particularly like the little Steve Madden one, which they may have actually had to get rid of that one because it said Steve Madden right on it. And if those weren't legitimate Steve Madden bags, then that was obviously a copyright infringement, so they very well may have had to completely discontinue those. But the ones that said like the tote bag, there was no Marc Jacobs branding on the majority of those or anything like that. So there was no reason that they had to pull them the way that they did. And they were selling like hotcakes. You guys know that they couldn't keep them in stock, whether it be the faux leather version, the straw version, the rhinestone sequin looking version. They sold like crazy. And there have been many, many others that we've all come across that have kind of disappeared, but they didn't have any branding on them to try to claim that they were something that they weren't. They were just a dupe. So I do anticipate the actual dupes coming back to Temu. I don't know so much about the ones that had the branding, but I do think that they will slowly start reintroducing them. I just think with the growth and popularity of Temu and everybody kind of settling into what's going to work best for them, Temu figuring out how many discount codes they can actually offer safely to still maintain a profit, and the sellers trying to figure out how much of one particular item they can actually produce and sell it without losing too much money on price adjustments if the stock lasts too long. Because if y'all noticed, a lot of the time, if there was quite a bit of stock of something, it would eventually hit that, I can't even remember what it's called right now, but it's the lightning deal. It would eventually kind of hit one of those lightning deal points, and then the price would be kind of reduced a good little chunk of change, and then if you caught it on that day and you'd already purchased it, you could get all that money back in a price adjustment. And I think it's really just a big combination of things that are all piling up, and Temu as a whole is kind of trying to slow down, take a step back. All of the individual sellers are trying to slow down, take a step back, see what kind of method is going to work best for them. So, like I said, I anticipate seeing a lot of the dupes come back over time. They may kind of trickle in slowly here and there, but there are still tons of them on there. So, I still have a whole bunch coming to show you guys. Again, I can't guarantee if they've already been discontinued or not, but I will, of course, look for alternatives, and if they are still available, then I will link them and all that good stuff. And plus, I like to give stuff away and have vlog sales, so you guys need to stick around. But anyway, I'm really legitimately going to shut up now. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any comments, questions, or you just want to say hello, then as always, please leave me a comment down below, because I absolutely love to chat with you guys. Thank you so much for spending some of your incredibly precious time with me today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.